Welcome back to the channel once again for the second time today, guys. So I was just settling in for the evening, just relaxing, and then all of a sudden this huge news story drops. Kit Harington joins Harry Potter Season 2 as Gilderoy Lockhart in recasting, reprising his voice role. So, Nicholas Hoult is out, Kit Harington is now in. This is kind of crazy. So, you know, we were all so excited for Nicholas Hoult to come in. I mean, we talked about it last week. Everyone was ranting and raving about how perfect that casting was for Nicholas Hoult to be Gilderoy Lockhart. And it says here that he's been recast. Kit Harington has taken over the role. So, I mean, what is the real reason? I mean, did Nicholas Hoult get cold feet because of all the backlash from people online? Did he decide to back out? Was there really conflicting schedules? I mean, that's kind of the go-to excuse that a lot of actors use in Hollywood when they want to bow out of a role, or they have creative differences, or something bad happens behind the scenes. Whatever it is that may have gone on, they say conflicting schedules, or, you know, scheduling conflicts, whatever the term is. You know, it's kind of a cop-out. They always use that kind of go-to excuse. But anyway, let's dive into this. So this is coming to us from Deadline, Variety, you know, the big kind of movie outlets, TV show outlets, you know, the reputable outlets that we can trust. These are trusted sources. So we know this information is real. We know it's correct. It's not coming from some sort of rumor mill. It's not coming from, like, you know, a fan website or a blog. This is from an official outlet, you know, that gets these news stories correct. So, Kit Harington joins Harry Potter Season 2 as Gilderoy Lockhart in recasting, reprising his voice role. Okay, so let's go down and get into some more information here. And maybe we can figure out why Nicholas Hoult decided to leave the role. I don't know if it's going to go into any detail here. So, exclusive, Game of Thrones star Kit Harington joining another tentpole fantasy series for HBO. He will play Gilderoy Lockhart in Season 2 of Harry Potter. Harington replaces Nicholas Hoult, who was originally cast in the role but left over scheduling issues. Was that actually scheduling issues? It doesn't make any sense. Right, is this just me? Like, do tell me down in the comment section if you disagree with me. Scheduling issues. Well, how did he sign on to the role as Gilderoy Lockhart, knowing that he was going to have scheduling issues? What? It doesn't make any sense, because surely you would have known your schedule ahead of time. So why did he then sign on for the role if he knew that he was going to have scheduling conflicts? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, why would I go and meet my friend tomorrow if I know that I'm scheduled to do something else, you know, at the same time on the same day? Why would I then go and meet my friend and then have scheduling conflict? It doesn't make any sense. To me, this is just, again, it's just a cop-out, it's just a workaround, it's the simple go-to excuse when something has happened, and are we going to figure out what that is? I mean, is it going to come to light in the next few days, in the next weeks? You know, what was the real reason why he stepped away? I don't think it's a scheduling issue. So HBO had to work around two pre-existing Hoult projects. When filming of the Gilderoy Lockhart scenes had to shift within the Season 2 production schedule, that was no longer feasible. Okay, so the Gilderoy Lockhart scenes had to shift within Season 2 production. Okay, so that does explain a little bit more. Okay, so what I just said about why did he sign on if he knew that he was going to be busy doing other things, this kind of makes sense. So it's not Nicholas Hoult's fault for being busy. It's actually the production of the Harry Potter show itself. It had to shift around the production schedule for the Gilderoy Lockhart filming of the scenes, which is unfortunate because, again, Nicholas Hoult would have been excellent in the role, and we were super excited for that. So we've got Kit Harington, coming in. Okay, so that was no longer feasible, and the Superman actor was left out of the deal. HBO reached out to Harington, who was available and excited to take over the role. So yeah, I mean, Kit Harington, for those of you who have watched the Game of Thrones show, you know how fabulous this guy is. He's a concrete, solid actor. Obviously worked with HBO for years, again on the Game of Thrones series. And this guy, man, he's incredible. If there was someone to take over Nicholas Hoult, I mean, this would be the guy. This would be a first choice for a lot of people anyway. You know, this would be a preferred choice over Nicholas Hoult for a lot of people. So a lot of people would say, you know, this is a winning kind of casting here. Okay, so while this is technically a recasting, Harrington will portray a character he has already played. He voiced Gilderoy Lockhart in the star-studded Harry Potter The Full Cast audio editions released late last year. So he's already familiar with the character. He's familiar with all the stories. He's familiar with the story, the character. He's already worked with HBO for years, so they've got that working relationship. So everything just lines up. I mean, it's perfect casting. Again, you couldn't really ask for a more perfect casting. And to be honest, now that I said a lot of people would prefer him over Nicholas Hoult anyway, I think, to be fair, when I think about it, I think he is actually a better suited casting. It may be bad of me to say that, but again, when you think of the relationship, he's already done the voice casting for the full audio editions. He knows the Harry Potter story back and front because he's done the voice audio. He's worked with HBO for years already, so he's got a great working relationship with them. I mean, everything just fits. It's like the perfect casting. I mean, I don't know what more you could ask for. Just dye his hair blonde, and I mean, there you go. So, in a featurette released by Audible at the time, he spoke of his fondness for the Harry Potter books since childhood. He was the same age as Harry when the first novel by J.K. Rowling came out. So, quote, I read it, and like so many generations, I was entranced, and then I was a huge fan all through my teenage years. Gilderoy Lockhart is a major character in the second book. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, who was portrayed in the second movie by Kenneth Branagh. He is a notoriously vain, boastful, and fame-obsessed wizard, well-versed in memory charms, who was recruited by Dumbledore and Professor Defense Against the Dark Arts at Hogwarts. A 5-time winner of the Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award. Do you know what? The fact that that's even an award, it cracks me up. Every time I see that scene in the movies, or read it in the book, it just cracks me up. A 5-time winner of the Witch Weekly Most Charming Smile Award. Like, that's a great award. We need more awards like that in the real world. Lockhart authored many books on dark creatures and his supposed encounters with them. I think there's a little bit of Gilderoy Lockhart in us all, Harrington said in the same featurette. So, greenlighted in May, season 2 of the Harry Potter is scheduled to begin filming. We already know that it's filming now, as we've had cast updates from some of the cast letting us know that they're back on set ahead of the Christmas premiere on season 1, and then so on and so on and so on. All the actors and the showrunners and all that kind of stuff that we've talked about so many millions of times on the channel here. So I won't bother going into all this stuff because we already know all the casting, we know all the showrunners and all that kind of stuff. But there we go. So some pretty big explosive news dropping this evening that Kit Harington's taken over. I mean, so when it comes down to it, I guess I leave you with this question. I guess there's a couple of questions here when I think about it, really. So number one, what do you think about this? Technically, is it a recasting? Because I mean, Nicholas Hoult never actually made it to screen, but for the terms of this video, we'll call it a recasting. So, number one, what do you think about the recasting of Nicholas Hoult as Gilderoy Lockhart for Kit Harington to come in? What do you think about that recasting on the surface? Then, number two, do you think that Kit Harington is actually a better casting for this role than Nicholas Hoult, or would you prefer to have stuck with Nicholas Hoult? Which way, if you had to choose between them, which one would you prefer? And I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're getting Kit Harington regardless. But I guess I'm just asking. You know, which one did you prefer out of those two castings for the role of Gilderoy Lockhart? And yeah, I would just love to know what you think in general, guys. So jump down below, leave your thoughts, your comments, your theories, your opinions, and all that good stuff. Cannot wait to hear what you hear. I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about this kind of explosive turn of events, I should say. And in the future, who knows? We could be getting more recastings. We could be getting this kind of thing could be happening on a frequent basis. I mean, we've got a 10-year plan here, so there's going to be recastings. There's going to be actors dropping out and signing on. So this kind of thing is going to happen on a regular basis. I expect this thing to keep kind of happening with scheduling conflicts and all this kind of stuff. So we'll have to look forward to see who the next recasting is. But anyway, guys, like I say, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions and all that good stuff about this casting down below. Would love to hear what you have to say about this.